Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with a run by Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Alpha. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, defense.
They fake the give. Here's Brees. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Ready. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Brees. The open man is Smith. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw, it's Brees. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Ready, 95, 56. Drop deep.
To throw is Brees. And the pressure gets to him again. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the 1st half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Goff. And he's going to be be taken down. Goff is sacked. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Goff. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Goff now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And now running right through him. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready? Watch the run. 36.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Well, now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Try to get it to Woods, but it's going to be 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw. Bust through the tackle. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 15, line it. 15 line. Get it.
On 1st down, Thompson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Chris Thompson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, kill.
11.
Breeze now to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On the give, this is Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56.
24 is the mic. Not here. 24 is the mic.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Breeze now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Hey, kill.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit.
Check.
Watch the shit.
0-2. Come on.
Throwing now is Breeze. And he whips that one incomplete there. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Tight end run. Hey. 4 down.
Check.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
Come on, 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Deep grip.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. Throw left side caught by Butler. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Second down, it's Henderson. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
At the 29-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Yeah. Watch the twist.
Right.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They give it here to Thompson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Now Bortles. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's Johnny Hekker now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Cohen. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen continuing to fight. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tariq Cohen, 37 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Let's go.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Thompson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't they?
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing just outside his own goal line. A final score now from Denver, and give that one to the Broncos as they wind up winners. If they hold on, a victory there would be their third of the year. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.